What's going on here? Oh, Discord's being weird. Hello? I heard you talk, but you weren't in the same channel as me. I don't know what's going on. All right.
Oh,
I got a co-caster stream.
hello.
we got Ramity, aka Mr. Fish, for
I hope
game number
everyone can
3.
hear me this time.
You are loud and clear. It's beautiful.
Very good.
All right. So I don't know if you caught the other games, but Big Ego Crew's looking pretty good today. They're off to two nothing start as we're
Mm.
going into game
I
3
saw
here.
the end of last game. I was free from like 8:30, so 15 minutes ago,
Okay.
and it looked like, to be honest, Imba Boy had like a good draft. It just didn't turn out the way he wanted it to. Like none of the supports were doing much, and none of them had any farm.
Yeah.
But
I
I feel like the draft idea was good.
Yeah, I love the bubbles pick, which I talked about in the drafting stage. The bubbles was just too good for that game, and he did what he was supposed to. Got off to a great
Hmm.
start and snowballed the game for them. But anyway, we're seeing a Moira ban this game. I think we've seen Moira every game so far. Electrician, Doctor Repulsor, and Oogie. That's pretty different bans from the other two games.
Oh, well, for me, it looks like Shortgun's kind of going back to the roots here with these picks. Lots
Yeah,
of team fight,
so
kind of standard.
this is kind of what they did in game one, minus the flux. They had Magnus Engie on the first two picks. This time
Hmm.
they followed up with a flux. So now the AoE centered hero has become very scary as follow up picks on the fourth and fifth pick. But we do see Andro, Kinesis, and Puppet Master. Um,
Scrap man. Hmm.
yeah, that's. I don't understand the scrap ban at all. Arachna and Predator.
Could it have been a Tempest misclick, or they are afraid of some push that I don't know of?
No, I don't know what the scrap band's all about. Everything else looks pretty good though. We got the Swift, the Hammerstorm, the Sir Bensington. I don't know if Pig Ego Crew runs Bensington at all. I never see them play that, but definitely fits in with the Flux on top of a Magma Stun. Everything
I'd
else
say
looks
they
pretty
flew
straightforward.
through these last two picks on Legion. They just had their idea and they went for it. Looks like, at least.
Yeah, so they picked up an Empath and a Chronos. So it's a pretty solid lineup they built themselves over there. They follow up the Puppet Master pick with a Behemoth. Behemoth got some mana cost reductions on his Fissure in the last patch, if I can find it. So he should be a bit of a better roamer, but Behemoth, it's always kind of getting to the PK. That's where Behemoth really starts to become a threat. So if they run a defensive tri lane, then I think the Behemoth is really good. But if they try to run an offensive tri lane, then I don't think that I like the Behemoth pick too much.
Yeah, indeed. I wonder about the empath because I haven't seen that hero picked a lot, and I don't
Um,
believe it's too viable competitively. Although it is not the weakest laner, it just kind of seems mid.
yeah, he pops up from time to time. He's definitely down the tier of supports at the moment, but he's not a bad hero by all means.
Hmm.
It does synergize really nicely with the Chronos though. I do like Chronos with Empath. Um, what we could see is Chronos building kind of tanky. Something like a Helm of the Black Legion would be kind of off like meta, but like with an empath, it would be kind of nice because he gets damage from the empath. I don't think we'll see him do that. We'll probably still see the Thunderclaw into the Lightning. We'll probably still see like a normal build, but the idea behind having an empath inside you for early game damage is depends if he wants to group up and fight with his team, I think. Anyways, they go with the last pick Calamity. That was actually banned in some of the other games. Ha ha ha's been practicing Calamity a lot in TMM apparently.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So they're running a Calamity mid, and they're actually gonna send Huge Soul on the Puppet Master, which that's pretty weird because usually that's an Imba Boy hero.
Maybe Kinesis is not a Huso hero, uh, like the other way around reasoning.
Yeah,
That
Imba Boy is known for his Kinesis as well. And it seems like when they put Imba Boy on the off lane or the position 3 that they do a lot better than when he plays carry
hmm,
as a team anyway.
maybe it's easier for Imboboy to call the shots when he's playing something that's active and playmaker.
Yeah.
Maybe that could be it. Not sure actually. I haven't seen a whole lot of their scrims, but
Yeah, they
that
tend
could
to
very
have a
much be
lot
it.
of underfarmed heroes when he's playing Gary.
Yeah, I guess that also counts because then you have two people farming other than a second support or whatever position he is in here. Hero.
So this looks a lot like game number 1, except they're not running the Engineer Magnus double off lane at the start. Engineer is starting in the bottom lane. So they want to address this Behemoth Kinesis lane right away. They're going to do it with 3 heroes. And
Hmm.
I think the keg stun, I mean, they don't have the greatest setup for it, but they do have what's it, a 1 second link stun? And then,
1.25.
and then a
Okay.
slow from Kronos with the leap. So they're gonna go in with a wall here. Kegstun is gonna push him backwards, so that's not gonna be a bloodlust kill.
Yeah, and just boarding top already.
Yeah, which I think that Kronos and Empath will be fine down here against Kinesis Behemoth. It's not really the scariest lane for killing. It's more of a defensive lane because Kinesis will probably steal the leap from Kronos, and well, I guess if he steals the link from Empath, it's a bit more scary, but Kronos can't really get bursted down by this lane early on. And Empath with Link is pretty tanky as well, I feel. In the
Yeah.
top lane, Andro gets caught out by the Engineer rotation, so I'm actually surprised that they kill him level 1.
I wonder
Magnus.
if that was like a lack of communication because they didn't know Angie was top. I
Hmm.
didn't see the kill actually, but
Yeah, I didn't either as I was watching bot lane. But Calamity versus Flux, they're both on 5 creep kills. Calamity has more denies so far. The Flux taking a bit more lane harassment, it looks like.
I think with levels, Calamity's gonna slowly dominate this lane.
Yeah, he's got 2 points now in the Dragon's Path, 1 in the Funeral Pyre. He steals some stats from Flux. He gets pulled into
And
the tower here, but the tower is not focusing him.
he's getting ganked by 3 heroes.
Okay, so Empath comes in. Here comes the Keg Stun, and Calamity will die, so Flux getting a lot of help here early on.
I'm not sure why, but I think both the supports ran through a ward of Hellborn, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he didn't back off because the engineer was clearly visible. I'm not sure if the empath was maybe going a sneaky way around.
Behemoth is going to fall here. Yeah, this is what I mean about the Kinesis Behemoth lane. It's really not that scary. They don't have like a lot of burst like a lot of the traditional long lane combinations nowadays do. So it's more of a defensive lane than an offensive lane. I would much rather see them playing this slower. Maybe they try to unblock the bull camp. They're gonna go for a kill
Gonna
here on the empath though. This will be a kill. And Kinesis with that link stolen, they do lots of damage to the empath. Kronos didn't have mana for the leap. They choose not to go for any kills. Does have it now though, with the power supply.
right 13 charges. That Kronos is not gonna die to these 2 heroes.
So
At least
Magnus
not
is
in
actually the top farmer right now with the Bloodlust, and he has 19 creep kills compared to, well, 20 of puppets. So very even lane up in the top lane. The Engineer Magnus lane already doing a lot of pressure, but Calamity is still winning mid in last hits despite dying.
Yeah, now he's starting to get further ahead of Flux now that what I talked about his levels. Now he's got a lot of harass.
Yeah. Top rune is going to be camped by Andromeda with that Veiled Rot. Engineer is going to fall back. So Calamity will bottle that up. I wonder if the do the illusions actually spawn dragons also? That would be really obnoxious if they do.
I think they
I
do.
I mean, if they do, that Flux is gonna take so much damage from that.
I think they do, but they don't spin them faster at least. They are just
Oh,
going at a steady
right.
pace.
Okay. So he cannot activate them. Okay. That would make
Yeah.
sense.
I
Nieces
remember seeing lots of dragons when Calamity has
Nieces is farming
illusion.
pretty well down here. It's on almost 300 GPM. Behemoth might die here. So this is a problem with Behemoth. He, like, if he gets caught out of position without boots, he just dies. He has no escape. He doesn't really lock people down. He just throws out a stun and then it wears off kind of right away. It's not really scary early on.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he should just be focused on, like, sitting behind the Kinesis and throwing out fissures when they go on Kinesis. Now, I say that, and they might get a kill here on the Chronos if they choose to go for him. I think he's gonna try to leap it. Okay, power supply. They actually turned it around. That was really well played by Chronos, and he's gonna have a leap up in another 5 seconds, but he does have to worry about a fissure stun, which I think right now it's not enough damage. He actually misses. Okay. Empath, he does his best to try to get him low enough for snipe range for Chronos, but not gonna get him low enough.
That's kind of also unfortunate with this lane that Kinesis just like to spam his spells so much that it gives so many charges for the power supply on the Chronos, and it's hard to go for a kill. So what you said about playing passive is probably right.
Yeah. So normally when you lane against a Chronos, you want to play aggressive because he's not the best laner, but when you don't have enough damage to bring him down in the laning phase, it just kind of thwarts that idea. Calamity almost dies in the mid lane. He heals up, and they're going to look to turn it around now. Did that Fissure Stun actually miss on Flux? I feel like it missed.
It did miss.
Okay, so Calamity... Oh, actually, he gets credit. No, he didn't get credit for an assist. So yeah, it was Andro who helped them out there in getting that kill.
Puppet ulti on the bottom lane, get the Chronos.
Yep, so Puppet Master TPing into the bot lane. They get a kill on the Chronos with Voodoo Puppet. So yeah, they... Oh, they got the Empath as well. Wait, when was that? That was earlier, actually. Never mind. So one kill in the mid lane, one kill in the bot lane. This is gonna give a lot of space to Magnus, though. Yep, go ahead.
They don't feel like contesting top lane because Magnus is steady 400 GPM.
Yep, bot lane, we see Chronos TP in, the Chronos Spheres. They're only gonna get the one kill onto Kinesis. I don't know if that's the greatest use of the Sphere. I think they were wanting more than that. Empath's gonna overextend here. Will he end up going down, though, is the question. He's gonna survive with 38 life. Chronos sleeps in with the help of Engineer. Didn't even use his keg stun yet. He's gonna try to land it on Puppet Master. Nice sidestep. And they're turning it around onto Chronos. He's gonna get the safety. Engineer, he's gonna sacrifice himself as he gets caught all alone against 3 with no spells up. Chronos will survive. Calamity is here though. She doesn't have Sunder's Vault ready to go. Behemoth, he's got a fissure. He's gonna use it on the Flux, but Chronos doesn't care about that. They're gonna get the kill onto Calamity. Kinesis, he has a Stasis Smash ready to go. He's gonna lift Chronos in the air. Do they have the burst damage to bring him down though? Chronos is so tanky. Here comes the leap from Kinesis, and Chronos, I believe, had a leap that whole time, so he just underestimated the damage from Kinesis. Now they're turning it around onto Empath. Andromeda is here. Link comes out from Empath, and he's not going to be tanky enough to bring down Empath. Kinesis, will he survive this? Flux is trying to get a kill. Magnus is actually up in the top lane where he's channeling an eruption onto Puppet Master, and he solos the Puppet Master. Wow, that I did not expect that to happen in the top lane. But this Magnus is farming so damn well. He is on his way to a 10-minute portal key at this rate. If
This was
they get the tower kill,
very
that's gonna be a 10-minute portal key.
this was a very big chain of events. All of a sudden,
Yeah,
everybody started brawling. I do think Legion came out on top just based on GPM movement.
yeah,
So yeah, I guess. But the Chronos did lose some GPM in that. So I guess they managed to shut him down a bit. But Magnus is gonna snowball probably after he gets his PK at, as you said, 10 minutes or about that.
yeah. So this tower is it's actually in deny range. I don't know if Andromeda can really do anything. Yeah, so Steam Bath on the Comet
Calamity
Stone.
mid lane. It's gonna go down, but he places his ultimate down.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage, but there's not a lot of follow-up, just a Behemoth Fissure, which doesn't do too much damage. So they don't get any return kills. Meanwhile, Magnus in the top lane gets collapsed on by Kinesis and Puppet Master. So they do end up defending this tower, and that was the guy that they really needed to kill. Making sure he doesn't get the money for his portal key. So yeah, they're still in a pretty good spot though. They have farm. The GPM chart is really plateaued. I mean, there's farm on all the cores. Andrew gets caught out of position here. He goes down. Flux goes out of Voodoo Puppet as the TBs are coming in. Energy field is down. Will they look to turn this around, actually? Calamity is going to be the one who gets turned on. He goes down. Now Puppet Master, he's trying to find the Fluxer in the trees. He's going to throw out the auto attacks. Puppet, Flux, I mean, is going to TP out. Here comes Kinesis with a leap into a Stasis Smash. And Engineer, he's going to get his keg off, but it's not going to connect. They're trying to chase the Kinesis, but oh, they're actually going to use the Sphere. It's going to lock down 2 heroes. They're going to stun the Andromeda with the Lava Surge. And Andromeda will go down. It's a double tap for Chronos. He's going for more. He's got Empath inside him. Did he overextend, though? Yes, he did. The Link will do the damage, though, to Puppet Master, and Magnus will get credit for that kill. Fissure Stun is going to snipe out Empath. Man, the action just does not stop. Magnus has 2 more bottle sips ready to go. He is 125 gold from his portal key. He's going to try to juke in the trees here. Behemoth has a shockwave, but can he? I don't think he has enough damage to bring down Magnus.
Coming.
Engineer is coming, so they were waiting for that. Here comes the stun onto Behemoth. The eruption is going to be cancelled. Death to you all, says Behemoth as he releases the shockwave. Engineer is in a lot of trouble now as the tree throws from Kinesis are going to bring him down. So bit too greedy play coming out from Legion as Magnus was only 100 gold from his portal key. They choose to go for a risky dive there on the Behemoth.
I feel like both these brawls, Legion would win decisively if they didn't overextend at the end.
Yeah.
But this kind of evened it up though. Although both Calamity and Puppet Master are below 300 GPM. Actually, all of Hellborn are. So they don't have the shining star like a Magnus, who's soon gonna be having a peak and setting up kills everywhere.
Yeah, I agree. Failed Rotted Kinesis here in the mid lane. I find it interesting that he's choosing not to put more points in the Thought Steal, so he only has a level 2 Lava Surge right now. But it has been working out for him quite well with the cooldown, or with the burst. Yep. Calamity goes down to the energy field. They did use the Flux pull, I believe. No, that was on cooldown, so they just went on him. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, they use Stasis Smash for a kill onto Chronos. So now that they have more levels on their heroes, they have more burst to bring down Chronos. I guess he didn't get any rewinds either, unfortunately.
Yeah. A good counter kill at least. I'm pretty sure Haha's not happy about dying this many times this game.
Yeah, he has got
not
5
what he
deaths.
practiced for.
Nope. Magnus is gonna get spotted here by Puppet Master and Andromeda. And they had enough burst to bring him down. Couldn't get off his Lava Surge there.
Did he pick up portal key now?
Yep.
on the mag.
So he was. I think he was waiting for team support up there in the trees. Swap out from Andromeda onto Puppet Master. Here comes Thunder's Vault. It's gonna do some damage to Flux, but he is really tanky. Not gonna be tanky enough though. He goes down, and Kronos dies again in the bottom lane. So I think did he just port down there and die by himself again?
With a shockwave this time, not the stasis smash.
Yeah, but
But yes.
I'm surprised he didn't see that coming. Magma ports into the bot lane. They're gonna stun onto Kinesis. I don't know if they have the damage to bring him down. He's gonna throw out a Link Stun and a TP. He's gonna be fine. They get the tower kill and they bait several TPs from the Magnus and the Engineer. This is gonna make so much space for both Calamity and Puppet Master. And I think this is what they were lacking in the first two games. They just didn't have that space that they're getting this game.
They didn't have those space creators, the Imbaboy Kinesis.
Yep.
He is playing really well this game.
Yep, I agree with you 100%. And he activates another Veiled Rot. He has Stasis Smash again. So he's not gonna find anything, but here comes the Veiled Rots now from Legion on both the Engineer and the Magnus. This is going to be a dead Calamity. I don't think the swap is going to be in time. It will not. And Calamity goes down. Shroud on the Puppet Master. He opens with the Shroud hit. Here comes the defensive energy field into the Flux Pool. It's going to pull several heroes in. Andromeda, he's going to swap into the energy field, but it's not going to save Puppet Master, and Andromeda might be also in trouble here as a mine is coming up in one more second. Boom! Engineer gets the kill. Sorry, man, I just love when mines kill people. It's just in my nature. But,
here comes the
but yep, they're going to get 3 kills in exchange for their Magnus, and the tower goes down 2 creeps, so Legion gets a nice gold swing there in their favor. And while this was going on, Kronos was farming that easy camp like a boss. So he is on his way toward his Thunderclaw, which I don't know if he has any pieces in his stash, but he's probably gonna get it here in the next couple of minutes. Yeah, and once he gets that finished, he's gonna look to take down these stacks with some team support. But Puppet, he's in a really good spot. He's got the level 11 in the Assassin Shroud. Kronos, I believe, spotted the teleport of Puppet Master with that Ward of Sight behind the tower. So they actually have a Rev Ward here in the jungle. They were trying to bait it out as they do have the sphere ready to go.
Oh, he might just
They might... Okay, if Puppet Master hung around a little bit longer, he was going to be in some serious trouble. Because the Portal Key Magnus was getting in range and Empath with Kronos inside of him. Honestly, I think Kronos can solo him with Empath in the sphere. Even with it being a level 1 sphere, I think 3 seconds is enough. Because Puppet Master is not tanky at all. Mid lane, I don't think he can go for Flux. That is a tanky boy.
It was his investment.
That's a 1700 HP magic armor Flux.
Too big of a boy.
That's a big boy. That's not a baby boy. That's a big boy. So, by the way, Portal Key on Behemoth, didn't even notice that. He was that close to his Portal Key, but Behemoth has found a lot of farm this game. Much more than he found last game. Yeah,
I remember he had like 10 minutes red boots. And now he has Portal Key 70 minutes.
Yeah, he is almost on 300 GPM. He has the same farm as the Calamity who was winning mid the first, few minutes.
Yeah, I think it comes down to him and Imbaboy setting up kills after kills bot lane.
Yeah.
I guess. We just didn't really pay attention to his GPM after those. We were watching Kronos most likely there.
So what do you want to see Kinesis by this game? He's on 800 gold. Do you want him to get a Portal Key, or do you think he builds tanky like the Gnomes into, I don't know, maybe something like a Tablet against the Kronos?
Tablet would be really good, I think.
You think he'll buy Portal Key this game with the Magma Stun, or is that not what they want?
I think he needs Portal Key and Tablet at the same time. He needs to be able to jump the targets he wants. Because if he's the one getting jumped, then he's not getting any spells if he's gonna die. That's my reasoning. Though I'm not a Kinesis expert, I'm pretty sure whatever Imba chooses to go for is gonna be right.
Okay. That's not
But
how it usually works. The players can be wrong.
yeah, but the casters can never be wrong.
Casters can never be wrong. True.
Indeed.
We
And
we
Twitch chat is just God.
Solo Shockwave on Kronos here in the bot lane. Counter initiation from Magnus, so they do use the stasis match. Do they have the lockdown for Kronos? Yes, they do. Kronos gets bursted down despite the nice stun from Magnus. Meanwhile, in the background, we have the NG Flux combo going to lock down Puppet Master. There was no swap from Andromeda. He was not there. And here comes the Sunder's Vault from Calamity. But Flux already has a double tap. Magnus is now on the run. He has Empath inside of him. But there's just no damage from Legion side with the Chronos dead. I mean, I guess
Like
they got
Max.
what they wanted, though. They got the Puppet Master kill at the start, so both teams exchanged carries. Looks like Big Ego Crew is not done. They're gonna run into... Do they not see Kinesis? Wow. Okay, they go for Calamity here. Empath is gonna use a power supply. He's gonna go down to Kinesis, and so does Calamity. That's a trade that Big Ego Crew will gladly take. They have another Lava Surge up on the Magnus. He's gonna go in, and they're gonna take down the Kinesis, so... Hellborn team hangs around a little bit too long. I think they're gonna... Okay, they're not gonna pursue the kill onto Andro. I'm surprised. I guess Flux had no mana, so that would make their decision a
Maxus
little
had this
easier.
entire bot lane warded to dust like everywhere.
I
That's
actually...
why the Puppet Master kind of walked into the energy field there because he was revealed by a ward.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Are you as surprised as me that they didn't spot out Kinesis there? I feel like they were literally on top of him.
Yeah, a little bit surprised, or though I would not be surprised if they would just
Tunnel
go
visioned
like
on Calamity?
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they got
they were
the
confident enough.
guy, I guess, that they wanted. Kinesis actually has more farm than Calamity right now.
Yes. So I guess Calamity can do more with the farm than Kinesis.
That's true.
That's why they want to
He's
shut
a
him
bit
down.
he's a bit more scary with farm. But yeah,
Yes.
Kronos has his Thunderclaw completed. And
Very good.
he's not really taking off though in GPM, but he is still up there with Puppet Master, who is the top on his team. So Flux has quietly kind of been sitting at the top. We haven't really talked too much about him, but he's got Mighty Blade on top of Portal Key, and he's sitting on 2,000 gold. So I think he's going for Shrunken Head this game. There's just so much lockdown on the Hellborn side that I think he definitely wants the magic immunity on Flux this game.
4 heroes on the bottom lane, they won this tower it seems. And Max's lane wards have been on top of this game. Like this bot lane ward, he had the same lane ward mid when they fought, and I'm pretty sure that ward just won them that fight by just revealing every smoke, every play they made. Flux going on mid lane.
Yep, TPs are coming in. Here comes the pull from Flux. Now, they don't have the energy field down. Here comes Kronos. He's going to leap in onto Calamity. 2 more auto attacks should do it. He gets the lightning proc. Thunder as well in the background. It's not going to lock down too many heroes as they got what they came for. Here comes a swap from Andromeda? Wait, what just happened? I'm actually...
An awkward pause. Very much happened. I'm not sure what that swap was. I'm questioning it. Maybe Imbaboy was communicating he wants to go on the Flux, but he's afraid of the Chrono.
I think the game's getting DDoSed.
Could be. That would be.
I guess I guess that might. I guess that's gonna have to do it. Okay. All right. Well, sorry everybody. This is out of my control now.